This whole Amanda Seales on Jubilee thing we need to get into, and I was just gonna leave it where it is, but since we're here, let's go. Amanda Seales, one, I feel like people have so many critiques of her, but however, she ate this up. Her skill set, her everything was designed and equipped for this moment right here. Okay? However you feel about her, she's attention seeking, she's this, she's not a radical. This was her moment. And we will give her that. I think we are confused about Black conservatism. And a lot of those people I feel like were just honestly actors. They were paid actors to be there. We know how Jubilee gives it up. They are coming to knock on our door because they want to have our viewership. Okay. We know. Now, I want to say this here. Are we being clear on what Black conservatism is? Because it's not those people on Jubilee, it's the people in your church. It's them people that's handing out the flyers for pastor's anniversary. They are the Black conservatives. We're not clear on that? Let's break it down. Fortunately, Black conservatism has been equated to MAGA and the self-hating Black people, but I think it's unfair to Black conservatives who really are supposed to be in this space of pro-life and everything like this, much like liberal, much like too woke. These terms and these definitions are losing its value because we hear it so much. We're becoming desensitized to the word, much like semantic satiism. I think that's how you say it when, like, you say a word over and over and over again to the point where you don't even remember, you temporarily forget what the actual word means. This is what's happening to the conservative party and to the liberal, to woke and everything. Like, girl, what are you even talking about? These people were clearly non-foundational, or, outside of the diaspora. They were not foundational Black Americans, and they were coming up here to spew vitriol. And Jubilee just took this moment to highlight some of those negative stereotypes, honestly. Because if we're going to be honest here, people who are Black conservatives are not going to come up here and want to talk about Harriet Tubman and reparations and everything. I mean, like, there's space and room for it, but the way that they did it was they were looking for a viral moment, and I'm sure it will become a breeding ground for other white nationalism and white conservatives to come in, and they have sort of hijacked this conservative movement to align with anti-Black, pro-whiteness, and have weaponized conservative politics and under the guise of eugenics, weaponizing culture and everything that they and. You understand what I'm saying? So be very clear. The Black conservatives are the people who you are in communion with on Sundays, who are dressed in white, who are passing out, flyers in the community. This is why it's so important to have the conversation, because it is layered, it is nuanced. You can have the intersectionality between race and politics and how that plays out. By biblical law, sure, if you're Black and Christian, you should be Republican if we're going to be talking about pro-life, or we're going to be talking about some of those policies. But however, we understand and know that in practice, Black people who are still possibly conservative will often vote Democrat and be considered more liberal because they're not going to cut their nose in spite of their face, right? We can think with a brain. So this whole Jubilee moment is just looking for an opportunity for us to, possibly race bait us into a conversation that's not going to go anywhere. It's not going to go anywhere. Those are not real Black conservatives. Those are paid actors. The real Black conservatives are in your church. Let's start there. That's where the community really should start. And also, to reiterate, Amanda, this was her moment. We will not take anything away from her.